Make sure you speak life to your things. You speak life to your things. Make sure you try to make sure that you verbalize the possibilities that your life have. If you want to be a multi-millionaire, for instance, say that thing almost all the time. Say it until you believe it. If you want to grow your business, say it until you believe it. Hi, greetings everybody. Welcome back to High Performance with me, Michael Tepotabani, your host for the show. Today is Monday. I'm not sure when you're going to be watching this, but however, this is Monday Motivations. So today, what is it that we have for you? I would like to talk to you about the power of your words. The power of your words. There is power in the things that you say. Because of each and every single thing that you say with your mouth, it is something that you are in some way pregnant with, and then you are actually telling the world about it through your words. I remember Les Brown said something. He said that whenever you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are. And I think that's very critical, and I think there is something very important there. He's saying whenever you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are. And then how does that work? It means that whenever you open your mouth, there is the world that is trapped within you, within your heart, within your mind. And then the only way that we can know about that world is when you actually open your mouth and then tell us what you are thinking and tell us whatever that it is that you are planning. So what I would like to make you, or what I would like you to focus on today is that to watch yourself. What is it that you are saying each and every single time? Whenever you open your mouth, what is it that you are saying? I can promise you now that if you do a word count on the words that you actually use on a daily basis, you'll find out that there are certain words that you repeat, like on a daily basis or on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis. So what does that mean? It means that there is a certain setting that you are defaulted to. And then it's very important because of your words has power, because of, remember, they say that, be careful of what you say, or be careful of your words, because words becomes things. And then that's very important, and I think it's very true. Words become things. What are the things that you are normally saying to yourself in your head? The ones that you're not maybe always verbalizing, but they are somehow trapped in your psyche, so to say. Those are still words. Maybe not spoken, but they are still words. When I say words, I don't necessarily mean that words that are spoken, because there are other words that are not spoken. They are the ones that are actually trapped in your head. So my question to you is that today, what is the language that you are constantly communicating with? Are you communicating the language of positivity? Are you communicating the language of hope? Every time when you open your mouth, do you feel, or people around you, do they feel more hopeful? Do they feel more positive about going about their lives? So to say, what is it that you normally say with your mouth? What are the words that you normally utter? Because words become things. The book, like the good book, the Bible, tells us that from the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. From the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. In other words, whatever that you say, it tells us how much you have filled your heart with. Very, very important. I think it's very critical for all of us to understand that each and every single day, wherever we go, the people that we listen to, the books that we read, and the narrative that we are actually, engaging ourselves with in our heads is very critical to actually, to monitor that on a daily basis. Why? Because words becomes things. And then now you must ask yourself a question, that what are the things that you have been consistently creating in your life? What have you been creating consistently in your life? Because of those things that you've been creating, they first started as words and they became things. So it's very important, ladies and gentlemen, to make sure that you monitor what you say almost all the time. Why is it important? Like I said, words become things. I'm going to repeat this, like to say that words become things, because Wherever you are now at the moment, you are there, and then there are things that you have been professing. Like you've been prophesying on your own life by using certain words that are not empowering you, by using certain words that actually became anchors, that anchored you to being in the same position that you find yourself in. It's time now to elevate yourself, to get yourself to a point whereby you start to use words that are encouraging you. You need to encourage yourself on a daily basis, almost all the time. There are so many things that are happening in the world to a point whereby we are starved of good things to hear. You go on media, you go on social media, you go everywhere in the world. There are many bad things that you will hear almost all the time. Either people are sick, other people are being raped, or other people are being robbed. All these negative things that are happening. So if you do not get into the culture of making sure that the words that you always speak or the things that you listen to are the things that are quite positive, to a point whereby, they will manipulate the type of things that you say, then it means you will find yourself in the very same position. Remember what they say, like one of the simple rules of nature, so to say, is that, input in, input out, right? So meaning that what you put in, you will get out, so to say. So normally when you speak, in other words, that's output. But the question is, what was the input that contributed to that output? There are certain people that when you are in their presence, after you leave their presence, you feel alive. You feel alive. Why? Because that person has filled their heart with things that are alive. As the Bible says, I quote again, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So if you are thinking that maybe you might be defected in a way that you speak, or in the way that you use your words, or in the choice of words that you have, because words becomes things. What you need to do, you must really check now, what have you been filling your heart with? Because what will happen now is that what you put in will come out. So thank you so much. I think I've gone to the end of our conversation today. All I was saying to you is that remember that words become things. And then remember that when from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And then there's power. There is power in your words. Make sure you speak life to your things. You speak life to your things. Make sure you try to make sure that you verbalize the possibilities that your life have. If you want to be a multi-millionaire, for instance, say that thing almost all the time. Say it until you believe it. If you want to grow your business, say it until you believe it. It doesn't matter if people think that you might be crazy for saying those things. That's okay. It's okay to be a crazy, wealthy person. That's fine. Unlike to be like a person who's considered normal, but that person is broke and poor. So I'd rather be a wealthy, crazy person who speaks to himself, always speaking the things that he wants into existence. So thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Our links are down here, and thank you so much for the support. This is me, MT Tabani, signing out from High Performance. Cheers.